Hello, all you gorgeous Warhammer art people. So I made a post earlier about this custom-made storage box for Space Marines that I've come up with, and I just wanted to clarify some details with you because I've had a lot of questions about how I made them, and it's fairly straightforward. You get a 5.5 liter banker box. You can buy them at Walmart or any sort of department store. They're very common. They should never be hard to find. And the nice thing about it is that it's got a lid to keep the dust off of it, because if you store your models for a long period of time out on a shelf, they will get dusty and the dust will damage the paint over time. And even if you do seal it, the dust will eventually erode away the protection of coating you've put on it. So you want to keep dust off your minis as much as you can. Plus it looks better when they're not dusty. So again, it's just very simple. The collapsed lid, take the lid off, and you can see that I can basically flip it upside down and they don't move. They're in there. And I don't want to be too risky and have it mess up while I'm doing a demonstration, so I won't turn it upside down. But you guys get the idea. Like, you can shake these around, you can move them around all you want, these will not come off. And the trick to it is they're just small 1mm magnets, and you can see, if I show on the camera here, I try to put the magnets wedged between the nodules on the bottom of the bases. That gives it a bit more adhesion. And what I use to do this is Gorilla Glue gel. And I have tried many different types of glues in the past, and I found that one just so easy. Because as soon as you press the magnet down, it sticks. You don't even really have to wait for it to dry. I wouldn't recommend it putting on the base on the steel right away while it's still wet, because you don't want to super glue it to the steel. And the simplest, let me get one else here. The easiest way to put the magnets on the bottom is I got sheet metal. You can buy it at any department store or hardware store. And it's specifically thin gauge ductwork steel. It's very simple. It's very cheap. You can get a sheet that's about 6 feet by 4 feet for $10. And that will cut into about 6 decently sized rectangles that you can easily fit in the bottom of these boxes. And you don't actually have to cover the whole bottom. You can give yourself a bit of leeway. That's a different box. You can give yourself a bit of leeway because sometimes they have, models have details that extend beyond the base that you need anyway. So it's all wasted space. So you don't need to cover the whole bottom. But the other thing I did is these are actually removable. So I can take these out. You know, they're just simple rectangular sheets of steel. And all I have in the bottom of these is a very large sticky fridge magnet. And that's enough of a magnetizing force where it will hold this whole sheet with the Space Marines on there, no problem at all. So you can put it back in there, nice and clean. What else is in here? Well, because we're all in the art community, we got to show off our models, right? So you can see I have a assault intercessor here. My camera sucks, so it's not picking up the details so good. But on the bottom, it's just a simple magnet tacked on. Very simple. I'll show you one of my prototypes. Where's my Death Guard? Where are you guys? So my Death Guard, I didn't actually use the 1mm magnets on the bottom. It's a different one. This has got my Mechanicus in it, and a bunch of my Chaos dudes, and my Primaris bikers. So you can see that, you know, they're in there pretty good. Sticking pretty good. Okay, so Chaos Space Marine, part of the Black Legion. On the bottom, that's just a simple circle fridge magnet. Those work pretty good, but I did have to glue them on with super glue because the regular sticking force was not good enough, and I found that eventually they'd fall off anyway. So you did have to glue these ones on, and I wouldn't recommend them. There was a lot of work to get them to stick. It looks simple, it looks like it would work, but it was a pain in the ass. So I would just stick with the 1mm magnets with the gel glue on the bottom of the stainless steel ductwork, and stick it in a simple banker box, because the nice thing about these is that they can stack. So you can put them on the shelf. You can actually kind of display them through the plastic. But the nice thing about them is that it's cheap. I mean, I have a couple phone cases that I bought a long time ago, and they're garbage. They break models, and they're expensive. And this is a far easier, far more economical, and safer way to store your minis. Anyways, thanks for listening. I know this is a bit long-winded, but I hope to see you guys on the page, and keep uploading your art. It looks awesome. Take care, guys.